penalty here. Delay? No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Man.
They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Good. You're not that guy, pal.
Throwing Jones out to his left. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man.
Big gains.
46 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 26 yards. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Dun, dun.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They snap it to Smith. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
You're throwing checkdowns and shit.
pays off. They convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Gino now to throw. They'll get this out wide to Penny. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Take forever to score here.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Play action. It's Smith. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. On 4th down, Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. On 1st down, Jones. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
That's my fault. I'll take the blame for that. I threw it off my back foot. That was
rookie coming up with the INT.
Yeah. I should have just checked it.
Round pick right there, making a 1st-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub packages, and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the
one,
that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. The 40. 20. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this a spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger from 10 yards out. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a loose football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right.
A whole lot of running to get nowhere.
Simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together.
Oh, let him waste time, please.
They threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, it's Walker, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. They'll run with Penny, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He gives it up. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left.
I'm trying to hit crossing routes.
Steve's not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go.
Get the ball back.
Plenty more to see after the break. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. They'll try and run. It's Dallas. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Oh, this nigga making the game boring as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it? Running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
Jones off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. There he goes right side. He's at the 40, the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. He got pretty darn close to a 3-digit interception return for a touchdown.
And what we learn on plays like that is just how far it is from end zone to end zone. That's a long way to go, isn't it? He gave a valiant effort trying to get there, but a great job staying with it in pursuit and running him down before he could get there for a touchdown.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tanner Muse with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Gino's going to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Off play action. Jones rolling to his left. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got Slayton on the slant. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Jones. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.